Joining us today are Liam and Jeremy from Poolbeg Pharma to talk about some exciting news that's just landed. The company's lead asset, POLB 001, will play a central role in the groundbreaking research program. Good morning to you both.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
So, starting with you then, Liam. This morning's announcement is big news. POLB 001 is now part of the pioneering research program targeting immunotherapy-induced CRS. So, first of all, can you talk us through what all that means and why it's such an important step for the company?
Yeah, so happy to do so. We're really excited to announce this news. It's a major endorsement for POLB 001 and also for the issue of CRS, cytokine release syndrome, that we've been talking about for a length of time now, that this is a major growing problem, potentially life-threatening condition in the clinic associated with cancer immunotherapies and a number of advanced therapies. And this is growing. And this grant award is a major endorsement from key opinion leaders in the field and from the Medical Research Council, that this is a problem that isn't going to go away and that needs solutions quickly. So the grant that's been announced this morning, the topical trial that we previously announced, is going to be part of this wider research program called RISE. So RISE is standing for Reducing Immune Stress from Excessive Cytokine Release in Advanced Therapies. It's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially it's very similar to cytokine release syndrome in that its toxicity is driven by high levels of cytokines, essentially cytokine release syndrome. And it really marks that our trial is going to be part of a wider body of research that will look at bispecific antibody-induced cytokine release syndrome, CAR T-cell cytokine release syndrome, and the associated kind of conditions around this, which POL001 may have an effect for. So we will learn much more about the pathophysiology of cytokine release syndrome. The research program itself is going to be coordinated from the University of Manchester and the Christie Hospital in Manchester. So it's been led by Dr. Jonathan Lim. He's a clinical senior clinical lecturer and honorary consultant medical oncologist at the university and the Christie Hospital. So we're really excited to kick this off.
Well, Jeremy, Poolbeg is leading the RISE program alongside some heavyweight partners. Can you share with us who else is involved, what each party's bringing to the table, and how this collaboration has come together?
Yeah, I mean, delighted to be the lead business partner for this. And as Liam kind of mentioned, I mean, this is very exciting for Poolbeg in particular, right? Because, we've talked for a while about CRS, about POB 001, the role it can play to prevent CRS with these, T-cell engager advanced immunotherapies. But, a lot of work has gone into this. And, we're partnering alongside Johnson and Johnson, one of the world's largest pharma companies. And, a lot of work, a lot of discussion has gone on in the past, and they're on board. They see the need, they see, what can be done out of this kind of research program. They're going to provide their bispecific antibody teclistamab free of charge to the program, which is great. But obviously that'll be alongside POB 001. So again, as Liam said, the University of Manchester and the Christie NHS Foundation are the academic founder or partners, you could say, and there's other partners as well. So as I say, we're central to the RISE program is our topical trial, our POB 001 topical trial, to prevent CRS. So it's all kind of come together. It's a bit of a complicated jigsaw puzzle, but it's all come together very nicely. And as I said, the Christie is kind of leading the charge on the academic side, and they've got the ambition to position the UK to as a global leader in this research focused on safe delivery of cancer immunotherapies. And again, when we talk to them, in the recent past, you're talking about POLB 001, they jumped on that. They jumped on that as a potential to kind of play a significant role. So it's very exciting. The Christie and University of Manchester are going to receive a grant from the MRC, the Medical Research Council. It's a prosperity partnership grant to the value of 3.4 million. And as I say, the fact that they get this just kind of shows that the MRC have reviewed all of the aspects and they see this really rigorous science goes into this program. So they're very excited to get this going. And as I say, the MRC is part of the UK Research and Innovation Funds, world leading discovery and translation research. They fund that aspect. So very excited that we're part of this, alongside the Christie, alongside University of Manchester, and alongside Johnson and Johnson. So fantastic for Poolbeg.
So, from Jeremy, from a financial perspective, then, what impact does this partnership have on Poolbeg? And is the company contributing capital, or is it just your sort of expertise and assets that you
Yeah.
contribute?
No, it's a really good question, and I think and this is the beauty of this. So Rise has no financial implication on the company. So our contribution has been previously announced in the POLB 001 topical trial. So we've kind of announced that. So as such, it doesn't in fact impact our cash runway, which again we've stated goes into 2027. So again, I think importantly, it's worth pointing out from a timeline standpoint that there's no impact on the delivery of the data from this POLB 001 topical trial, which we anticipate to have interim data by the summer of 2026. So it doesn't impact that at all. So as I say, it's a perfect storm for Poolbeg. Everything's kind of come together nicely. So, no financial impact or timeline impact.
Oh, great. And Liam, looking ahead then, what could this mean for the future of PLB 001, and how might this ultimately benefit cancer patients undergoing treatment who are, at risk of CRS?
Yeah, so this is a major kind of turning point in the field. A lot of advanced therapies that are emerging are incredibly effective for patients, but they're also incredibly potent. And that has brought about a number of side effects which previously were unseen in the clinic. And we need ways to manage these. We need ways to manage them, not just so that we can administer more advanced therapies, but also so we can safeguard patients while we're administering them. So for this project in particular, we will understand the pathophysiology of cytokine release syndrome in a much more comprehensive way because of it. So it's really going to complement what we're doing in the clinical development program of POLB 001 and will help with the design of our later stage trials, and also the ultimate package which goes forward for approval. So from a patient perspective, this is going to lead towards making these advanced immunotherapies safer. From a medical perspective, it's going to help enable their administration, potentially push administration from advanced academic teaching hospitals out to the community hospitals, reduce the healthcare burden, and really make these therapies accessible to all patients.
Well, great. Well, thank you both for your time this morning. It's clear that this is a major milestone for Poolbeg Pharma, and it's great to see POLB 001 now playing such an important initiative. So thank you again for your time this morning.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.